Others, welcome back to the land of Palestine. So we have seen the title, how it has to be used, and the meaning of the Palestine, the geography. And we also have seen what are the branches of geography, and we have seen why we need to know about the land of Palestine. We have given three reasons. God reveals in time and space, and the biblical authors are influenced by the geography where they were living. And thirdly, we said the Holy Land is the fifth gospel. After having said, we have concluded that we will be looking into the divisions of the area of Palestine. So, different authors give different divisions basing on the territory. So these are some of the divisions that the authors give. Let us look into, and we'll base on one of this category to look into the territory of Palestine. So basing on 5 geographical areas. 5 geographical areas. They give the division such as coastal plains. Coastal plains. So, first we'll see the division, then we'll see that. Coastal plains and Carmel mountain. Secondly, they give the division of mountain zones. Mountain zones. And plains of Jezreel. Plains of Jezreel. Thirdly, basing on the geographical area, they give the Negev. Fourthly, the depression of Jordan River. And fifth, Transjordan mountain. Transjordan mountain. This is one of the division that basing on the geography of Palestine, they divide such as coastal plains, mountain zones, Negev, depression of Jordan River, and Transjordan. This is one of the division of the land of Palestine. And some divide basing on 4 strips. Such as Transjordan mountains, Transjordan mountains. Secondly, Rift Valley, such as Jordan Valley. Thirdly, coastal plains. Fourthly, Sea Jordan mountains. Sea Jordan means what? Sea Jordan. Already we have seen. Sea Jordan, that is west bank. Sea Jordan means west bank of Jordan. West bank of Jordan. These are the 2 divisions. And there is also one more division, that the people divide the land such as the coastal plains, secondly hill country, Thirdly, Dead Sea Rift. Fourth, Transjordan. Fifth, the Negev. Sixth, Sinai Peninsula. So these are the three divisions or three categories of dividing the land. Some based on the geography of Palestine, some based on the 4 strips, some based on geomorphological regions. Now we see. So we said coastal plains. This is a Great Sea or Mediterranean Sea. Mediterranean Sea. This is a rift. So this is Galilee, Sea of Galilee. This is Dead Sea. This is a sea. Therefore, it is a coastal plain. This area is coastal plain because it is beside sea, the coastal plains. Coastal plains. This is Mount Carmel. This is Mount Carmel, which interrupts the flow. Mount Carmel. After the coastal plain, there are hills. This is hill country. This is hill country. This is the rift, Dead Sea Rift. We have seen Dead Sea Rift. This is Hule Lake. Hule Lake. Hule Lake, Galilee and the Dead Sea. And this is called, that means this area, the west bank, this is east. This is west. This is north. This is south. So this area is called the west bank of the sea, or the river Jordan is called Sea Jordan. This is called Sea Jordan. This is called transjordan. So when you read in the books, you should be aware, okay? Transjordan means the area of the east. The east is called Transjordan, the west is called Sea Jordan. So the coastal plains, hill country, Dead Sea Rift and Negev. Negev is here. Negev. Sinai Peninsula is just down to the Negev. These are the 6 divisions that we have basing on one of the other, because different authors give it in different ways. We base on the author who divides the land into coastal plains, hill country, Dead Sea Rift, Transjordan, Negev, Sinai Peninsula. So after having seen, this is the land division, and we point out some of the places which are needed for us. So one after the other you draw it, okay? Just you draw again this one, the basic, and you draw the other ones. Already you have divided the land. There is a coastal plain, hill country, and Sea Jordan, a Dead Sea Rift, Transjordan, Negev, Sinai Peninsula. This is the division that you have given. And draw again the other basic map, and let us see. Oh, okay. So now, always Galilee comes just exactly to the this Carmel mountain. This is called from Hule Lake to the just the top of Galilee is called Upper Galilee. Upper Galilee. And here comes Kishon River. Kishon River. This is called Kishon River. Just bend to the Carmel Mount is Kishon River, below the Galilee. This is called Lower Galilee. Lower Galilee. This is Kishon River. So till the top of the Dead Sea is called Northern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom, what is the capital? In Northern Kingdom, Samaria, okay. Samaria, Northern Kingdom. Then we have here Jerusalem. Jerusalem is here. Then this is called Southern Kingdom. Southern Kingdom or Judah. Judah. This is Moab. Moabites, where we see. Here is the Syria. So we have Upper Galilee, that is top of Galilee. Galilee and till Kishon River, it is Lower Galilee. We have seen till top to the Dead Sea, that is Northern Kingdom, Samaria and Judea. Just I will take little top so that here the coastal plains, we read about Tyre and Sidon. Okay? Tyre and Sidon. Here is the Tyre. Then just before the Carmel Mount is Akko. We read in the letters of Paul, Akko. So here is the plain of Asher. Plain of Asher. Is the Carmel Mount. Then we have here Dor, place name called Dor, plains of Dor. Then here comes Yarkon River. Yarkon River, and before the Yarkon River is Plains of Sharon. Plains of Sharon. Then southern part of Yarkon River is the Philistia. This is the Philistia. So Philistia includes Pentapolis such as Gaza, Ashkelon, then we have Ashdod, then we have Ekron, then we have Gezer, These are the Pentapolis, 5 cities, Philistia. Then we have Shafla. Here is Shafla. Why I am indicating all these are the divisions of coastal plain. Okay, Tyre, then we have Akko, Plains of Asher, Carmel Mount, then we have Dor, Plains of Sharon, then we have Philistia, then Shafla. As a first part of the division, we see the coastal plains. The coastal plain is rather straight. Extending along the Mediterranean Sea. Is rather straight, extending rather to the Mediterranean Sea. See here is rather straight. Only here comes the problem. Otherwise it is rather straight, extending along the Mediterranean Sea. Topographically, the region is characterized by beaches. Since it is beside the sea, ultimately there will be beaches and dunes. Topographically, it is characterized by the beaches and sand dunes. Thirdly, the coastal plain spreads more than 200 kilometers. From north to south, from Tyre to Gaza Strip. Is Tyre to Gaza. Fifthly, from north to south it continues territorial whole, but Carmel Peninsula comes and interrupts it. See here, it is running straight, but only the Carmel Mount interrupts. Otherwise it runs rather straight. So there are 6 regional entities. 6 regional entities are entities. They are, first one among the 6 regional entities, first one is Asher Plain. That's why I have noted Asher Plain. Here is the Asher Plain. That is before Carmel Mount, which comes in the place Upper Galilee or Lower Galilee? Upper Galilee. Okay. So this is called, plain of Asher is called Tyre region. It's also called Asher Plain. It's Tyre region. It measures almost 35 kilometers. There are 2 rivers, the Kishon River and Nahal River. Here we can note it, Nahal River. Kishon River, the main river. And the towns in this region important are Akko, one of the place, Akko, and there is a Reheb. Reheb, just you note these places. Reheb, afterwards when you come across, it will be easy for you which it belongs. Then, this Akko, actually Israel wanted to have hold on it. Hold on this place, Akko. But they could not. Therefore, it was holded by the Ptolemy. In 1st Maccabees we read about this, Ptolemy. And also Paul, when he was returning to Jerusalem, he has stopped in Akko. That we read in Acts. And also it was a main port. Since it is beside the sea, it is a main port. And also you Capuchins, Francis of Assisi, okay, landed in Akko and laid foundation for Franciscans. And he said, Holy Land of Custody. He said it is a Holy Land of Custody. So your patron saint also had landed here, Akko. Therefore, it has a main role played in the biblical history. And the next place is Carmel, Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel is a peninsula of limestone, something round. That means it is like interrupting the region which is the coastal plain, and here the stone is like a chalks is a limestone. It is because archaeologists find out all this. So basing on the information that we get from archaeologists, we say it is of limestone. It is a forwarding into the sea, Mediterranean Sea. So basic informations about these geographical areas where the Palestine is located. And we have the next. First one is Plains of Asher, second Mount Carmel, third is Dor, Plains of Dor. Plains of Dor is a Carmel coast. It is called Carmel coast. Plains of Dor, Carmel coast. This average is 3 kilometers, that's all. 3 kilometers. And the next is Plains of Sharon. Plains of Sharon. Sharon. Is a Sharon geographical mean flat or level land? Flat or level land? Level land or country. And the biblical text describe this land of Sharon as a breeding and pasture zone. That means a fertile land. The biblical text describe this region as a breeding or pasture zone, and also the wooded area, such as it is a fertile land. Therefore, in many of the books, such as Isaiah, First Chronicles, and so on, we read about plains of Sharon. And it is favorable for farming. And the name of this town, the name of the town has come linked to the plain that is located beside the coastal city. And here we have to see one of the main part is a Kaysere Matina. Is a city built Kaysere Matina. City built by the Herod the Great. Is a city built by the Herod the Great. And here, beside the sea, it was very well known because in this place there is a harbor built by Herod, and there is a theater, and there is a aqueduct. Because theater, aqueduct, this played a great role in the lives of those people. The people who are having all this entertainment, or it is like a influence of Greek culture. Theaters, aqueducts, and harbors. So here in this place of Sharon, Kaysere Matina is the main port area which played a greater role for having a relationship with the others, because the people come from different area and have the relation, and the people have transportation through this area. Therefore, it was well-known port area, Kaysere Matine, and these are there in coastal plain. Only this place, only in this place we find the theater, aqueduct, and harbor, and so on. Therefore, it has plains of Sharon had a great importance in the coastal plains. And the next we have the plain of, as I have said, it is a Erkon River. The south plain of Erkon River, that's called Philistine Plain. South is a Philistine Plain. As we have said, it corresponds to the ancient Philistine country. And we said these are pentapolis. Pentapolis means what? Five cities. And among these 5 cities, this Ashkelon is the birthplace of Herod the Great. These 5 places we find in the letters of St. Paul. Ashkelon, Ashdod, Gaza, all these pentapolis we find in the letters of St. Paul. And we have Shafla. It is between mountain regions and coastal plain. So these are the how many places we find here? How many regions? 6. Sharon, here we have Philistia, then we have Shafla. Okay, these are 6 regions we find at the coastal plain of Palestine territory. After having said about the coastal plain, we said second part is hill country. Hill country is this. Hill country is the middle of the coastal plain and Sea Jordan. Sea Jordan. This is a river Jordan. River Jordan. So here already we have seen there is a Upper Galilee, Lower Galilee, Samaria, Judah. And we just note some of the places. Because it is a very, you should know how the places are, okay? Though you will be studying later, we should know how these places are related and so on. Here is Jerusalem, as I said. And near to Jerusalem is Bethlehem. This is desert, Judean desert. Beside the Dead Sea is the Judean desert. And here is the Samaria. Before Samaria becoming a capital, Tijah was the capital. Tijah was the capital. Is a king Omri who has shifted from Tijah to Samaria as a capital. Then we have Mount Gerizim. Mount Gerizim is just below the Samaria. Mount Gerizim. Mount Gerizim. This is the Dan. Dan. And here is upper part of Syria is Damascus. Damascus. Here is the Egypt. Egypt. Here is Jericho. Jericho is just beside River Jordan. Jericho. That means upper part of Dead Sea. How these are just nearby connected? You should able to understand that. For that reason, just I am pointing out all these places, because though it is not needed at this time, but it is good to know how they are just related. Then we have, only I am pointing out main places, and we have seen Lachish. Okay, Lachish letters. So here Lachish is here. Why this hill country became famous was, as a hill country becomes a central place for transportation. The people from Syria to Egypt, they have to cross through. Therefore, it played a greater role for communication. So the people come here, and the Pentapolis were main places where the people have come together. Therefore, this mountain country played a great role as the people from Syria to Egypt, as they traveled for any of the communication or anything. And we say something about hill country, a few words. The hill country occupies most of the country between coastal plain and West Jordan, as I said. And the second point is, the rocks are sedimentary carbonates. Sedimentary means the rocks soft, very soft. Therefore, this hill country, the mountain rocks are very soft. They are like limestone, like chalk. As now different rocks we find. Some are very strong, some are in a form of chalk, which becomes powder. Such kind are found. So this region is consisting of isolated narrow ridges. That means some are top, some are down. Is like this. Places like that. Already we have seen some of the main places: Upper Galilee, Lower Galilee, Samaria, Judah, and so on. This is about the hill country. Then the Dead Sea. Dead Sea Rift. The Dead Sea Rift topographically is projected valley created by the rift of River Jordan. So in the Dead Sea Rift we have 3 rivers or 3 lakes, we can say, such as here we said Hule Lake, Galilee, and here Dead Sea. So the River Jordan is including these 3 rivers or the places where the water zone was included for the regions. For example, the same water is flowing from the River Jordan to Hule Lake, Galilee, and Dead Sea. The water in Galilee was a life-giving water, a fresh water, because even the area gives the meaning to that place. Galilee, where it is located, Caesarea and so on, all these places, it is a place of life. And here Dead Sea, the same water is flowing. The River Jordan flows to Galilee and also to the Dead Sea. But here the water is dead. Nothing can grow in the Dead Sea, from the Dead Sea water. Therefore that's why this is name called Dead Sea. There is no life. Jesus was located around the Sea of Galilee. That means he becomes the source of life. A topological interpreting of Jesus. Okay, that is the part Dead Sea Rift. Then Transjordan. Transjordan is the east side of Jordan. East side of Jordan. Here we have Bashan. All this we read in Bible, okay? That's why we should know Bashan. Then Ammon. Then we have Gilead. Then we have Moab here. Then below the Dead Sea is Edom. And the next part is Negev. Negev is here. Below the Judah. And the Negev signifies the south country. Is called South Country. South Country. Why? The 4 directions in Hebrew are, as we have east, west, south, north. The 4 directions, why it is called South Country, Negev. The 4th directions are, north is called in Hebrew Siphon. South is called Negev. Then east is called Kedem. Then west is called Yam. Yam means sea. Yam means sea. Since the direction south is called Negev, it is called south country. Negev is called south country because of the directions given in Hebrew. So this Negev has a great diversity of landforms. And it extends almost 60 kilometers width. So between the Negev and Mediterranean Sea there comes Beersheba. 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 And the next is Sinai Peninsula, just below the Negev. This is the division. I hope you have got something. Okay? Because I wanted to make you to know, as we have seen the geography, you should know where and how it is located. Now, Jesus was from Jerusalem, from the southern kingdom, Judah, and his life was located in Galilee. Most of the ministry was done Galilee. The places are located just around this. All the places. Therefore, how influential, see, he was traveling from Jerusalem through Samaria to Galilee. And at the end he was returned to Jerusalem. And how these Palestine regions, since it is just beside the coastal plains, that means beside the port areas, how the people come in and go, and as this becomes a means of transportation, and as this Ammon, Syria, all these eastern countries which influence. Now the next topic will be how this ancient Near East, that means eastern countries which influence the Bible. Just I wanted to show all these places are just is a transjordan area. That means only here Jordan River is separating the hill country. Both are hill countries, but only the transjordan is separating the two places. Ultimately, this will have influence on this. As I have said, micro and mega culture. We have seen earlier micro and mega culture. Therefore, this mega culture will have its influence ultimately over the micro culture. So therefore, this weather and so on, as there are two seasons in Palestine, such as dry summer and cool winter, okay, and also the water systems, the water flowing from the hills are gathered together, cisterns, wadis. All this much information we can get from this Palestine region. I hope it is sufficient for us at the basic information as we, the students, getting into know the Bible as we are walking ahead, knowing the life of Jesus, learning from the land of Palestine. Therefore, with these words of the division of the land of Palestine, dividing as a coastal plains, hill country, Dead Sea Rift, Transjordan, Negev, and Sinai Peninsula. We conclude this chapter and we step into the next chapter, how this ancient nearest have influenced the Bible and the people of Israel. Thank you.